Student will read chapter number 1, the priceless gift, second part. So here, what kind of country is India, sir? Asked Mr. Betty as she resumed her booking. A beautiful country, safe to live in. Are not there too many snakes and tigers? Don't they kill people? This type of question has often been asked. Don't believe that snakes and tigers are killed by the people if they come too close. My son is in the Punjab. He is a soldier. What kind of place is the Punjab? The Punjab is a fine place. It is a very healthy place to live in. I am glad to hear it, Mrs. Betty said. Her baking was finished. Maggie, she said, take Mr. Gupta upstairs. I shall wash my hands and bring tea. As we drank tea, I talked about India. Mrs. Betty showed me a photograph of her son. It had been kept very neatly in an envelope by the mother. His name was Frankie. So here, what kind of country is India, sir? Mrs. Betty. Who is Mrs. Betty? Mrs. Betty is the mother of Maggie. So asked, what kind of country is India? So a beautiful country. So again she asked, safe to live in. Is it safe to live in? So this type of question. So here, are not there too many snakes and tigers? So she was afraid of whether snakes and tigers are very dangerous and they kill the people. So here Mr. Gupta answered that. So these type of questions were often asked. So here my son, again she told that her son was in Punjab and he is a soldier. So what kind of place is the Punjab? So next, the Punjab is a fine place. So here you can find here the Punjab. State does not take any the or article. Why it has been taken an article? That Punjab is consists of 5 rivers. So that is why B is appreciated. So here her baking was finished. After the baking was finished, so she told to whom? To Maggie, take Mr. Gupta upstairs. So that after her baking, she took tea and she offered him tea, and then there was a talking. So in the course of talking, Mr. Gupta came to know that her son's name was Frankie, and also Mrs. Betty showed him a photograph. Maggie said, Mrs. Betty, show Mr. Gupta the ring which your brother sent you. She brought it and asked, can you see the past and future in it? I took it and examined it. When Frankie sent the ring, Mrs. Betty said, he wrote that if you concentrate on the distant person as you gaze into it, you will be able to see him. So here, and what he is doing? We have not heard any news from Frankie for a long time, but we have not been able to see anything. Why not you try? You are an Indian. You may be able to do it. I did not have the heart to tell the mother and daughter that the ring was nothing much, not a miraculous thing from a distant land. How could I shatter their dream? So here, after tea, after showing her a photograph, showing him a photograph, Mrs. Betty also showed a ring was sent by Frankie. So here they told that this was an extraordinary ring, and whenever someone concentrated in the ring, he could or she could see the distant person in it. But when the ring was given to Mr. Gupta found it that it was an ordinary ring, not an extraordinary one. So here, yet he did not want to shatter their dream, shatter their feelings. So I did not have the heart to the mother, the daughter, that the ring was nothing much, but not a miraculous one, but a simple ring. So several months passed. I visited Maggie and Mrs. Betty, but no news had come from Frankie. Mrs. Betty was sick in a serious condition, aggravated by her anxiety for Frankie. I was in a fix. What could I say? To console the mother, only God knew whether Frankie was still alive or dead. So here, several months passed. Mr. Gupta didn't have not a short visit to him. He did not visit. But no news had come from Frankie. Mrs. Betty was sick. So that so her anxiety for Frankie. So I was in a fix. Means what could I say to console the mother? Means to satisfy that her do not be worried. So your son is okay. So what he should tell? He thought and thought. Only God knew whether Frankie was still alive or dead. Mr. Gupta, the girl said, my mother has not been ill like this before. I have read in books that Indians love the truth. If you could bring yourself to tell mother only once, after looking into the crystal, that Frankie is alright, that he is alive, will it be too much of a lie? Will it be very wrong? So here, this paragraph says that so what? Mr. Gupta, the girl said, the girl means that Maggie. Maggie obliged Mr. Gupta to tell a lie to her mother that Frankie was already well. So nothing, he was alive, so that her mother would be healthy again. So I thought it over that I am not very virtuous man, so I decided to do this. Maggie brought me the ring. I took it and approached her mother's beside, wishing her a good morning. I said, Mrs. Betty, your son is alive, he is well. So again, he went to Mrs. Betty's house and ordered Maggie to bring that ring. And when Maggie brought that ring, he concentrated and told Mrs. Betty that her son had been well. So hearing this particular this information, so the old man raised her head a little off the pillow. Tears of happiness welled up in her eyes. Mrs. Betty soon recovered. This news recovered her completely. So it was almost time for me to return to India. I wished to go to say goodbye to Maggie and her mother, but the family was in mourning. Frankie had been killed in the fighting on the frontier. I calculated and found that Frankie had been dead some days when I told his mother he was alive and well. I felt ashamed to face Mrs. Betty. So I wrote a letter to them announcing my departure and bidding them goodbye. So here the time came for Mr. Gupta to depart, to leave England and to go India. So when he approached to Mrs. Betty's house, there was a very sad atmosphere as that they came to know that Frankie was not alive, he was dead while fighting. So here this made Mr. Gupta very sad, because he told a lie that actually that the boy was dead. But he told that his brother, means Maggie's brother, was alive. This made him so sad that he did not like to meet them, and simply he wrote a letter and of his departure. So the morning of my last day in London dawned. I was to leave that night. As I was having my breakfast, there was a knock at the door. Maggie had come to say goodbye. She was wearing black. Are you leaving today? She asked. Yes, I replied. Today is the day of my departure. How long will it take to reach your country? In which part of the country do you live? She wanted to know. So here I have entered the Punjab service. I shall not know exactly where I am posted until I arrive there. Is the frontier very far from there? No, not very. Frank is buried near the frontier. The girl's eyes filled with tears as she spoke. When I go to this part of the country, I shall visit your brother's grave and write to you. So here, on the day of departure, Maggie came to the writer and told that whether he would leave today or not. So when she came to know that the writer wanted to go Punjab because he was appointed there, she told him that whether the frontier is far from there. So then, when she came to know that frontier was very near, then so that is Frankie is buried near the frontier. She told to the writer, and the writer told her that when he went to that part of the country, he must visit to her brother's grave. So that's all. I have to give you some homework now. You should do it. So here question number we have already done till 14. Mr. believe about the ring. So here question of 14 to 7. So 14, question number 14 to 17. Again, another one in E, you have to do question number 1 to 8. Question number 1 to 8 you should have to do and show me and send me in my WhatsApp number that has been already written and you have already known. That is okay. Goodbye.